everyone. Hello. Welcome to another stream. Can you guys hear me well? Let me actually go to this one. This one's better. How are you guys doing today? We have a lot to talk about today. I know for some it was a very, very profitable week. So I have a couple of things to catch on. I want to see how was your airdrop hunting, if you were able to do some. Hello, Sleep Money Maker. Hello, Erman. Welcome, guys. Welcome. So, Arbitrum, who got an airdrop here? I personally did. It was a little bit of a pain. Wasn't able. Actually, no one was able to claim anything at the beginning, but I had issues with my my wallet. It was giving Infura was down, so I was getting bad gas fees, bad gas. I don't even know what it was specifically, but I wasn't able to trade at all for a couple of hours. I got some help later on. Was able to sell the tokens that I claimed. If we can even talk about how much did I sell, how much did I keep, what am I gonna do with the money? Just wait for a couple of people to join again. Thank you already for the likes that you can drop right here. You can drop a like just to let me know that things are working fine. You can hear me fine, everything. Hello, James. Welcome. So, for my airdrop strategy, what ended up happening is I saw the IOU was at $5, and that was very exciting because who doesn't want to have a $5 token airdrop to you? Mainly because everyone was speculating between, like 30 cents to $1.50, $1.30. And I knew it was gonna be a little bit above that, and I knew it was gonna have a lot of selling pressure. Just what happened to Optimism, and I was sure that it will be way more valuable than the OP token, which I got an airdrop as well last year. So when I saw that the IOU was at, what was it, $5, and then it was at $8 before, and then once people started claiming, it went to $5 to $4, and then the actual token was live, and you could see that it opened at $11 or something very high like that. But the volume was extremely low because no one was able to claim. RBScan went down. The Arbitrum Foundation website went down. So it was that whole situation to solve. Then I was able to interact with the contract. A lot of people were able to claim via DeFi Llama. They created a little interface to integrate with the contract. I was able to claim manually or with the contract, interact with the contract. So that's what ended up happening. So I don't know if I mentioned last time hey, hello Justin, welcome. So last time I got I got 875 topens. A lot of people got a little bit more. I didn't quite get all the criterias. I only was able to claim because of 3 criterias, not the trading volume or not these sort of things. So, but did not complain about the amount of tokens that I got. And then my strategy was, because at the time when I was able to sell, it was at 135 or 136 when I sold. I decided to sell 90%, 95%, I don't even know how much, almost 95% of it, kept a little bit, and that money, the USDC, I deposited into my my public options protocol, my public options wallet. So you can see now, I'm going to show that to you a little bit. Now I have a little bit of money more than I had before from prior weeks. This money was from the airdrop I took a little bit, put here, so it can have a bigger volume. It can trade with a little, with more amounts of cash. So now I'm having these two portfolios here that I've been keeping track. I even showed that to you. I moved the funds from Lira all the way to Synquote. So now we're going to be using Synquote only. And we have excellent news on this topic. A couple of people from the Sleep Money Club already reached out and they joined Synquote already. If you want to be also part of the whitelisting that we're having right now, because only whitelisted address can trade until public launch. If you want to be one of these guys, if you want to be able to trade on Synquote, just let me know. We're going to be giving away a free option for you guys. So you get in, you're going to get a free call. I actually have here, I think it expired actually, because I had a free call just to show that to you. How did it look? But basically you will see just a free call popping up in your portfolio once you give me your address. We're gonna whitelist you, all these things. But yeah, just let me know, shoot me a DM or reach out via Twitter or whatever it is your preferred method. And yeah, now let's talk about options a little bit. You can show my screenshot if you want. Good idea, good idea. Sleep Moneymaker says, I am in Synquote. Nice, well done. Erman says, let me see if I can pull up the... open link. There we go. Let me show that. Let me share the screen right now. So here is how it will look for you. So you will see on open positions, you will see that it will have an average basis of 0 ETH. So because you didn't pay anything, your average is 0 because you got it for free. And it has even a nice share feature that you can share the P&L on Twitter. I personally enjoyed this feature very, very much. It is super clean. And you can also share your trades with other people. You can get them excited about Synquote as well, or about crypto options as a whole. So very fun stuff, very good things to that we're doing here on Synquote. Now let's talk about options. What do we have for this week? Let me open my trading view here. And before we go looking at charts, let me show you the options tracker, how it looks. You already saw that we updated it. Stopping camera right here. Okay, so you already know that we updated this with the added capital, the removed capital. I'm gonna tweak it a little bit because I noticed that what if each month you add or remove capital? So I'm gonna make it monthly. We're gonna get a monthly grid like this, just so it works better this way, because right now it is a little bit different. So you can see on March we had 1800 something, I think it was. I added a little bit more capital on this one, but this one isn't actually the one I'm going to show. Yeah, this one is the one I'm going to show. This one is the portfolio, the public portfolio we used to track on on Lira. Now we're going to track it on Synquote only. Everything we're going to do is on Synquote only, mainly because it is way better. There's no point for us to limit ourselves on what strike we can choose. There's no point in limiting ourselves to worst spreads, worst premiums, when we can do everything only on one protocol, which is what we're doing. So you can see that it was around 16 something. This one now it is at $2,213, and we can even double check it right here. Yeah, there we go. You can see it right at the top right here. Yeah, so this is what we're going to be using for our public trading here, for our live streams. We're going to be using that. If there is no questions, Synquote versus Lira. That's it. What do you mean that's it? Well, of course there are other protocols, but these are the ones that we were using. And now because of the update, the margin mode that we have on Synquote, we're going to be doing Synquote only. I don't know if that was the question, if I was able to answer that. Anyways, so let's take a look at the... Oh, before, another thing that I have to show before we end is the current growth of these two portfolios. One is at 26.52%, but this one is tracking growth since November. So since November, we've made that 26.52%. March, we're still negative from that Ethereum week where Ethereum plummeted. I think, what was it? I think, oh, because of the bank situations. Yeah, the stock market, crypto, everything went down. So we got liquidated. We didn't get liquidated, but we closed on a loss there. And so far, March is still not profitable, but we will make it profitable this week. I'm most certain of it. So we have negative 42 for March, but every other month has been positive. And for the tracker, the second tracker for Synquote only, I've been doing that for a couple of months. We have 41% growth. Okay, this growth does not count the capital added. Okay, so this growth is only from options. Only from selling options on Synquote, no added money. Because otherwise I can just put here $1 million and then the growth will be exponential. So it is not considering the capital that we added. So now that we have that out of the way, let me go right here back to Synquote. Let me go here to our charts. So Ethereum right now is at 1762. Personal opinion, I don't have really much a good idea on what's the direction gonna be. I think it will be inside, because it's for these couple of days, for I think 4 or 5 days, it has been lateral, and I don't see that changing anytime soon, or at least for these next few days, maybe until Thursday or Wednesday next week. I don't see that changing. I see Ethereum will stay in this very confined range right here. We can see it better here on the 4-hour charts. You can see how the Bollinger Bands get very, very tiny, very, very straight. Let's say James Smith says, got a message on Synquote that is not US supported. Well, neither is Lyra. Unfortunately, because of regulations, most of these decentralized protocols are not going to be available for US. You will have some perps that are available for US citizens, but most of them are geo-blocked for US. So not advice, like not a financial advice at all, but with a VPN, you can just bypass that real fast. So, but some people just don't like VPNs. Some people don't trust VPNs or whatever it is. But with a simple VPN, you can just get away with this. So there's nothing really we can do, just because it is crypto in the US is not really well seen by SEC and all these other regulators, even the government itself. So it gets a little bit tricky. There's a couple of countries that are like this. For example, we don't have problems here in Brazil. A couple of countries in Europe also no issues. So unfortunately, the VPN would be the only thing that I could tell you. But again, it is up to you. Some people don't really like VPNs. I think Ethereum will stay in this channel, as mentioned before. So now it is up to us to decide which one would be better to sell a call. So we're looking at a call above the current price. So we're looking at 1900, 2K, whatever, or to sell a put under the current price. So we're looking at a 1600, 1500, whatever it is. So do you guys have any preferences, or what would you guys do? What would you guys trade here Um, Justin says, so I need to move to Brazil because I will. Well, Brazil welcomes you here. So, really amazing country. It is just extremely hot. I am running my portable AC fan here unit right next to me just because it is extremely hot today. But if you like heat, if you like tropical weather, then this is the life. Anyways, let me actually open up a poll here. Yes, start a poll. Sell a call or sell a put. So take a little bit of time to vote here. Which one would you pick, or which one are you going to do? I don't know if you're already trading, and if you're not trading, if this is the first time for you trading, I'm gonna be very clear. I'm gonna go very slow, tell you every step that you need to do to place your first trade here on Synquote. Extremely easy. Everyone can do it. I don't think anyone will have any issues opening their first trade here. So let me see. We already have a vote to sell a call. So there's a lot of people that think Ethereum will go down. Sleep Moneymaker says, I opened a $1,600 put when Ethereum touched 1730. So he got all the way to the bottom. Okay. Speaking of which, from Sleep Moneymaker, let me find the message. I pinned it somewhere. Pinned messages, interval. Where is it? Oh, okay. You already sent it. The interval is 1695, so around right here. 1695 all the way to 1925. So this interval, if you're new here or if you are new to options or to trading, Sleep Moneymaker came up with this awesome tool, awesome thing that he made that creates closely to similar to a Bollinger Band, but tighter range, very much tighter range for Ethereum, based on historical data. Is that a good way to put Sleep Moneymaker? I don't want to be saying wrong things here, but yeah, it gets historical data, analyzes it, and spits out a range for Ethereum, and it has been successful for 80% since, what is it, 13 weeks now, 14 weeks, I don't remember. But for example, last week Ethereum was outside of this range for only $11. So even when it is outside of the range, it still misses just by a little bit. It's just like when the Bollinger Band, the candle extrapolates and then ends up inside the range again. So we use this. Sleep Moneymaker helps us. He gives us for free this range here on the live stream, so we can get that and analyze it for a better deal. Let's say for us to have a better understanding on what to sell, what to buy, or which one should we sell, a call or a put. So having this range in mind, let's go back to Synquote and let's take a look at what do we have? Sell March 31st. Wow, we even have an April 14th now. Okay, that's nice. We are 50-50 on the poll. We have 4 votes, so 2 and 2 for selling a call and selling a put. So let's take a look at both, and we can do our we can analyze and choose from there. Sleep Moneymaker says, notes on this week's result. The interval was wrong, but just $11. All days of the week, Ethereum price had moments within the model's price interval, allowing us to close the position in profit if needed. Now that you mentioned it, closing a position in profit, another thing that I want to mention. Synquote doesn't have closing fees, which are ridiculous for Lira. For you to close a position on Lira, it is expensive, and it is sometimes very expensive. If you will have, for example, under five contracts, sometimes it will hurt your profit, your premium by a lot for you to close the position, maybe because of an event or volatility, and you need to close to get out of the position fast. But the closing fees on Lira are ridiculous. We don't have those on Synquote. So another reason to join, again, join early. Just let me know. We can add you to the whitelist. Send me your address. But let's take a look at our options, what we have for this week. So we usually look from a 10 delta to a 15 delta. If you are part of the Sleep Money Club, you can check out on the crypto options channel. There's the link for the free access to the course. If you're not part of the Sleep Money Club, you can go and be part of the Sleep Money Club. The link is down here, the second link, or you can just buy the course by itself, which has its days counted, because we'll be updating to a V2. The V2 will have so much more content. We'll be raising the price a little bit because we'll be better shot, better edited, better everything. The whole new content, everything that is more DeFi related instead of more stock options related, will be added to the course. So and again, free for Sleep Money Sleep Money Club members. So if you haven't checked out the links down here in the description, one of them will suit your needs. So we need 10 to 15 delta. We don't want to get riskier. We don't want to go riskier than this. So let me refresh here. Connect wallet connected. Sell. Okay, so let's take a look at these calls right here. We can look for example, this is 95, this is delta 0.09, so almost 10 delta. Let's consider this for a bit. The 1900 is 19 delta, so this is already too much for us. We don't want to get into this, even if the premium is very juicy. Sleep Moneymaker really likes to get the sweet number. He likes to get $10 or $12, sometimes higher premiums, which I personally would much rather be safer and collect less premium than to go for a round number. So we have the 2K in our minds for the call. As Arman even mentioned, he likes the 2K. I think it was him. Yeah, I like the 2K call. Now for the puts, if we go right here to, let's say 1500 is 6 delta, too low. 1600 is 14 delta. So very close to the 15 that we have. And the premium is 1233. So we have a 1233 against a 616. Of course, almost double, actually double. Armin asks a really good question. Everton, can you show us how to deposit money on Synquote? Okay, good question. Thank you, Armin. So let's say, you already are whitelisted here. You already have your wallet connected, you are whitelisted, you see your portfolio connected, your MetaMask connected, and you already have USDC. So for example, let me change my camera right here. Okay, so I have my ETH, okay, and I have my assets here, and let's say I have the USDC needed, okay? So I'm gonna get that USDC, I'm gonna click right here, you will see the maintenance margin, what do I have, and you're gonna click on deposit. Now it's simple. You're gonna see your balance. The bottom one is the balance that you have on the MetaMask wallet, and the exchange balance is how much you deposited here. Why do you have to deposit money here? Because we are going to be using we're going to be selling calls, so we need collateral. So instead of opening a position and depositing collateral for each option, you're just depositing it once, all at once. It makes it much simpler. You can open multiple options without having to deposit every time for every single option. You're going to already have an exchange balance, like I mentioned right here. So let's say I had 10K here. You just write down 10K and you deposit USDC, approve on MetaMask, and give it a little second, and it will go to your it will display at the number right here at the top. So very simple. There's not really much to know here. Now we have to choose between the high yield one and the lower yield one. So let's take a look on how many we can sell out of those. So let's start with the $1,600 put. So with the 1600, we click right here. You click on the estimated price. So 16, we click right here. And here, the amount, actually, let me go back right here. Yeah. So the amount here for you to quote, what is the amount? Is not your collateral. Right here is how many contracts you're going to sell. So if you're familiar a little bit on what we were doing before, we would just write down the contracts and it will display how much collateral we will need. But now we're going to do, we have to fiddle a little bit with these numbers. So let's say we go for 10. Okay, we quote 10 to see how much collateral we will need to sell 10 contracts. So to sell 10, we would need a balance of 3,500. We only have 2,200. So 10 is too much. So we go to cancel. We go back here again. Let's say now we try with 7. Okay, let's see how, what are these numbers now? So with 7, we're almost there. 2,400. But we only have 2,200. So, let's go with maybe 6.5. Okay, let's go with 6.5. 6.5. Quote, find a price. I think we're gonna be able to right now. Okay, so by opening this right here, we will need 2282.29, but we only have 2213. Why is it allowing us to open? Because, for example, once you open a position, you need to have a health factor. You need to be you need to have an account health factor above 1.5. Okay, and Synquote displays a number for you, displays this number for you, that when you open a position, it will stay already above 1.5. So you have that little margin to play with. Okay, if what Synquote could have done for you to be way more profitable, for you to leverage more, is to take this number down. Let's say it would go to only 2K. Okay, you will be able to make more, you'll be able to sell more contracts, but you would open your position and your health factor would be closer to 1. And once it gets below 1, you get liquidated, and you don't want that. Okay, no, we don't. We want to use leverage in a smart way. We want to use leverage for us to make more money, not for us to go degen mode and lose more money. So here instead, what Synquote does, it gives a little bit of buffer zone, a little bit more requirement. It asks you for a little bit more requirement for you to have a safe position, to open already in a safe position, even by leveraging. So here we have our account balance, and this is the premium that we would get. So just by being close to this range, we will allow you to sell this option, no problems. Of course, here my health factor for sure will be around 1.3 instead of being 1.5 as it is when you open a position. So let's calculate right now what the yield would be for this trade. So we would be getting $80 pretty much, so 79.98, and we divide this by our collateral, which is 2213. So 2213.95. So we would be getting 3.6%. Okay, so this would be our yield, 3.6%, and this is a week. Okay, this is not a month, this is not per year, this only week we will be getting an ROI, a return on investment of 3.6%, which is fantastic. Fantastic. It is a really good number. It might seem very little to you, but actually, let's project this number. Let's use this calculator here, dandy. Let's say we have 1K, okay, 1K, and we have 3.6 weekly for a whole year. We don't deposit anything else. We don't take any money out of it. We just get the yield, reinvest, get the yield, reinvest, get the yield, reinvest. Excuse me. You started with 1K in January. By December, you would have $6,290, and your APY would be around 530%. Okay, so you can see how the 3.6% doesn't look like a lot when you take in consideration that it's only a week, but when you project it, it gets a big number. Of course, we don't like projecting. This is just an example. We don't project these numbers every time we do this because, for example, last week we've made 2 point something. Then this week we might be able to make 3.6. Then next week we're just gonna go back to 2.8, and then we go for maybe 4%. We have a fantastic week for 4%. You can see how it is not tangible. It is not useful for us to project for the whole year. It is not useful for us to project for the whole year because the results wouldn't match to these numbers that we see right here on the screen. But you can see how it is crazy to make 3%, almost 4% in a week, 3.6%. So let me close this one. So this first one is 3.6%. Now let's calculate that with the call one. The call goes to 2K, I think it was it? Now I think that 1900, it is a 17. Let's run the number with both because now the 2K is at 8 delta, which is a little bit too shy of a number for us. So now, what was it on that one? 6.5. Let's go with 6.5 right here. Let's see how much collateral we would need. I think 6.5 is still not enough. Yeah, we need to go lower. Let's go with 6.3. Can we even open 6.3? Yes, we can. Quote 6.3. Okay, so 6.3 we can open a position with 6.3 contracts. So basically, let's go again with these numbers. Let's run these numbers real quick. The premium that we would be collecting would be 38.62 for 6.3 contracts. We'll divide this by the capital that we have, 2213.95. So here we would be making 1.74 per week. Okay. I forgot to mention the leverage. How do we calculate the leverage here? What we are using. So first of all, to understand how much we are leveraging, we need to do some math to understand how much money would we make, would we need to fully collateralize the position. If you see right here, it is a 2K ETH call. It means that for each contract to be fully collateralized, you need $2K. You need $2,000. So if we have that, we multiply that by 6.3, which is how many contracts we're going to be opening. So you do 2K times 6.3. So we would need $2,600. This is to have a fully collateralized position for this trade right here. But instead, we are using only $2,000. So 2213.95. So we're almost 6x leverage. We're almost 6x, we're 6x leverage pretty much. Where our position is partially collateralized. So now that we have these numbers, of course, everyone will say, let's sell these 1600, right? Because it will make more money. The 1500 is actually at, the 1500 is at 7 delta. The 1900 is at 18. So now let's go back here. The 19 What was the range again? The range was 1695 and 1925. 1925. Funny Toro, welcome. Welcome. So if we sell the 1600, we will be selling outside of Sleep Moneymaker's range. Now let's take a look at some data here, just so we can see if there's anything Gamma can help us with. Let me scroll down. Move the camera right here so it's better for you. So we only want March 31st. So we're gonna take all of these. We want to see. We have the 1900 as a big resistance, and we have the 1600 as a big support. So right here we are kind of in a pickle because we can choose either way. We have strong supports, we have strong resistance here. The 1700 has very much negative gamma, and today, how we're looking today with the gamma level, today there's a lot of resistance at 1800. That makes me wanna go for the 19 instead of the 1600, mainly because of gamma. Because right here is really strong. This is for expiration. This is on expiration, and this is just today. And you can see today there's a lot of resistance here. Let's see if we can find volatility here. Volatility is very, very high. Actually, let me check these numbers here. We have 63 vol on this side, and 70, pretty much 70 vol on this side. So yeah, now I am convinced I will go for the 1900. So let me show you how. Let me run the math here, because we did not run the math on this one, and let's see how much we can make with these trades. So actually, let me quote first. Let's go for the 6.5 that we were doing before. $2278, $91 in premium. Okay, break even is 914, pretty good. So let's run these numbers. We have 91.20. Divide this by the 2213.95. So we're getting 4.1%. Wow, we're getting 4.1%. It is more towards the riskier trade, the riskier side of this trade. But if our understanding, if our analysis is good right here, we should see Ethereum slowing down, going sideways, and the 1900 should really hold. Let me actually check again the 4 hours. The 1900 will be right here. So how far are we from the 1900? We are 8.76%. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go. Let's be a little risky, because we could go for a lower delta and get less money. Actually, I'll let you guys decide. Which one would you rather? To have the 4% here, the 1900 or the 2K? So 1900 or 2K. Let me actually switch the poll right here. Or 2K. I'll let you guys decide. You can vote, and we can go from there. Which one would you pick? To go safer, better safe than sorry, not risk your capital, or for you to go um, with a different one, with a more degen one. Not degen, but a little bit riskier. Sleep Moneymaker says strangle. Yeah, you can. We could go for a strangle, but I think the market will move by Friday. I don't think we'll move until like Wednesday, but I think Thursday and Friday will be very volatile days. I don't know why, but I'm getting the feeling if it gets sideways for far too long, it just chooses a direction and goes for it. So I don't want to be bad positioned in any sides of the strangle. So I don't think this is a good week for us. If it was last week, actually was a good week for us to do a strangle, like right here, for us to open a strangle, because it would have been perfect right at the early stages of this lateralized movement. So I personally am not going to go for the strangle. Now we have the 1900 is winning. So a lot of degen people here trying to trade. So okay, let's go for the 1900. So we might have to redo this again just because the quote changed right here, 1310. Still, I think it's going to be okay, 85. So let's run these numbers again. $85, $20, $21. Still 3.8, amazing. 17 delta, a little bit risky, but the probability of profit for us, let me actually show you how to calculate the probability of profit, the POP. Sometimes you find it as a POP. You get the delta, so you get the 17, you subtract the row, so minus 5, okay, and this number is the probability of for it expiring in the money, meaning we have 88% chance of it going in our favor. We have 12% chance of it going against us and 88% chances of it going in our favor. So I think those are pretty good numbers. So we click on sell options. You will see MetaMask will pop up here asking for us to approve the transaction. Let me actually move it right in the middle so you can see. Okay. These fees are not this high. If you see advance here, it's because I had to tweak my gas fees. I had to tweak all these amounts during the Arbitrum claiming, because gas was really high. Everyone was trying to claim, so gas was really high. But I'll show you that these numbers here don't reflect what you're actually going to be paying. We're going to go to the transaction ID once it does. So you can see transaction submitted. You sold 6.5 of 1900, and let's actually view that on the Block Explorer so I can show you how much we paid in fees. So we paid 21 cents in fees. It said right there $3. That was just because my settings were I had to change the settings manually. So make sure you don't get scared from these numbers. Just 21 bucks, 21 cents to open the position. Sometimes even less, depending on how much what is the GUI price for the transactions. So now you will see this right here. We go to portfolio and we see our position. Okay, why the P&L is negative? I always mention that because once you open, the ask and the bid price, they are different. Okay, when you buy and when you sell, there's a little difference in price. So this is why the P&L is negative every time you open, but you can see is relatively little. So our average price was 13.11, and now the funny thing, we have this P&L button. We have this little share button here next to the P&L, and once you look right here, you click, you can see the share profit. And let's say by next Friday, let's say actually by next Thursday night for me, my time, before expiration, because these settle at 8 a.m. UTC. So depending on where you are, it will be morning or afternoon for you. You can just come here and you will have a nice green P&L to share. You click right here, share, and you can hide your amount if you don't want to be showing how much you made. You just only have the percentage P&L, which is nice to show, and you can share that on Twitter, and it looks very, very good. So I personally like that. I like if you already traded on, let's say, a centralized exchange like Binance or KuCoin, whatever. Once you do these trades, you want to share your P&L, right? You want to be bragging about your successful trade. So I think this is a good thing that we added here. Yeah, so we have opened our position. So let's say, for example, now we just, let's say we put this, I think we, yeah, I think now we're going to be positive on our tracker. So this one right here. So let me manually add it here so you can see how would you add this. So you would come here on option history. Actually, I don't even think you guys can see the bottom. Yeah, but there is a tab right here called option history. There we go. Now you can see the bottom. So you click on option history. You go to today. So we opened it today and it expires on the 31st. We sold an Ethereum call. Of course, all of these you can change. We sold 6.5 1900. So 6.5 1900. We sold a call. Okay. And our open price is 1311. And the close price, we're not going to add it right now, okay? Because once it closes up, we just put it right here. It goes to 0, we just put 0. And the collateral that we used was 2213.95. We don't even need to run these numbers up. So we've made 3.85% so far. If it ends up being 0, we've made that 3.85% if we collect the full premium. So this is really nice. We can go back to our dashboard now, and it will tell us everything about what happened. So you can see that it was negative. Now we're positive again. You can see that the growth changed. This actual portfolio number changed, and then that now actually matches with what we have right here up top. If we go 22,916, it should match with what we have here on our record, 22,917, a cent difference. And our average yield just got a little bit higher because it was 2.08. So we are projected to make 200% per year. These are the projected balances. Right here, you can see this, the math behind it, so you can do it on your own if you don't believe these numbers. You can use that calculator that I showed before. So very nice projection for us. Now the only thing we need is for Ethereum to stay under the 1900. So what we usually do, we go here, we clone this little bad boy here, and we drag it to 1900. So these dotted lines that I'm placing are, it shows our strike during the week. So here is today where it began, and this is the end of the week. So we're gonna adjust this for 5 in the morning my time. Friday, 5 in the morning. So now we're gonna set it to 1900. Yeah. And I'm gonna lock it. So Ethereum needs to stay under this right here, and for us to be profitable. Okay. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Does anyone have any question on that for the new people who are trying it for the first time? If what is the website that you're using for the chart? It is the it is the TradingView app. You just download it on your computer. I use it for all my tradings. You can use it online if you want to. I just like to have it. The software is way faster for me to open instead of me going to the browser. But you can go online. Go TradingView. Think.com. Yeah, TradingView.com. Actually, I misspelled TradingView. Yeah, right here, TradingView.com, and here you can just open the thing. But I just have it on my my computer, downloaded it, so I can simply do everything here, save all my weird wiggly lines and all these sort of things, indicators. I don't have the any paid plans, just because it should suffice anyone just to have the free version. Only if you're mega Chad, you have 50 million indicators, these sort of things, then you would need something different. But other than that, the free stuff will do. So we're done. This is pretty much it. It took 1 hour for us, but by only analyzing, if we consider the time it took only to analyze a single trade, pretty much 20 minutes. So this is 20 minutes of your day, 20 minutes of your week, actually, for you to make 80 bucks. We made 89 bucks, something like that. So I think it's pretty much worth it for us to get that knowledge, for us to learn a little bit about options and make passive income. Because right now I don't have to do anything else. Okay, it's really passive. Sleep Moneymaker says, with Everton's authorization, and wanted to inform you about the automated app I built to support selling stock options. So this is really cool. He was showing me that. He was showing me the. Actually, let's go back to this right here so everyone can. There you go. So he was showing me how it looks, how this app is gonna work. And really good. If you trade stock options, you should definitely check it out. You should definitely reach out to Sleep Moneymaker. He will be really glad to help you. It runs 24/7 and searches for the best put call prices that fit your premium range within the stocks that you want to trade. So it pretty much does what we did right here, but instead of us having to hit our heads against the wall, tinker, discuss, it just does that by itself, right? It just gets these numbers, run it down, and it does it automatically. So it would use the range, of course, the range that Sleep Moneymaker also had, and it is for stocks. So this would be a good thing if you're coming from the stock options channel here on Sleep Money Club. So reach out if that's something that interests you. I hope we have one for crypto options soon. That would be pretty cool. I would be very interested. So I think this is it. Thank you, James, Erman, Sleep Moneymaker, Justin. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the likes here. A lot of likes. I appreciate you. I'll be keeping you posted on Sleep Money Club. Please feel free to join our Discord on Synquote. It is discord.gg/Synquote. Synquote with an I, with a Y. Join. We will gladly help you with whatever questions you have. There's always someone there ready to answer your questions. You can go in general, you can go to specific trading tabs, whatever, and show us your P&L, show us what was your trade, how it is going, if it is going good, if you need some help from any of the team. Just join the Discord. Is free, and if you're also one of the whitelisted guys, we're gonna give you a little role for the better users, so you can stand out. You have a little badge next to it as well. So good stuff. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you have any questions about options, crypto options, even trading in general and DeFi, just reach out. So Nice stream, Everton. Thank you. Thanks, Everton. Guys, thank you so much. You know how much I enjoy doing these. You know how much it means to me to see people interacting with the live stream, people making some money. You know, we started very little portfolio here. We're growing our portfolio. And I wish you guys to have a good green portfolio, grown portfolio as well. So yeah, thank you so much. I'll see you guys next Friday. If there's any huge event with the portfolio, with the options, we'll do one during the week. But other than that, this is it. Thank you. I'll catch you guys next week. See you.